everybody, welcome back to Lazar in the Open Road. We are heading out moto camping again. Super excited. We're heading out to Cold Lake. Right now we're riding with 4 other guys. I'm the only one camping, but they all wanted to ride out, so they're going to ride me out part way, continue on their own ride, and I am heading to Cold Lake. Yeah, we're just taking kind of some little bit back roads. Cold Lake's about 3.5 hours. We take the quick route. We'll probably get there in around 5. We are heading moto camping. I absolutely love getting out. We have a little bit of different gear from our first video from part 1 and 2. So this is a whole separate trip. I think we got maybe 2 days planned out here. I'm super excited to go camping. It's just like a freedom when you're out there. Your mind can just be de-stressed, and also when you're riding the bike, it de-stresses it. It's great that we were able to get a little group together to ride out. Also, it's just a lot of fun riding in a group too. I do a lot of solo riding, but every so often when you're in a little group, it's a great time. Well, we broke another highway peg. You can see it's hanging on right there. I don't feel like stopping the group, so as long as it doesn't fall off, we're gonna keep riding with it like that. I cannot wait to get to the campsite, set everything up, crack a cold beer, and relax.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me were meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
These guys are going to be heading out right away here. I think within about 4 kilometers they're going to be turning right, 4 or less. And I continue on to Cold Lake to go camping. everybody. We have finally made it to the Cold Lake Provincial Campgrounds. We got the bike. We put on about 400, a little bit more than 400 kilometers today. It's not a bad day. We're hoping to do some fishing, maybe stay here for another couple days. Who really knows? We'll decide in the morning. For right now, this is our site. Quite a big site, as it's not a tenting site. It's meant for a trailer, but there was no tent sites available, and I don't like doing walk-ins with the bikes, and I have to leave the bike by itself. So, let's get all of this unpacked. We are going to be setting up the tent right here. So with that, take a look, and boom, it is all set up. We have the bike turned around. We got the tent all set up, everything on the inside. You guys have seen it all before. We got the hammock, and now we're just going to get ready to relax. We got some firewood, so we're going to get ready to start a fire, just have a nice chill evening, do some Instagram posts, stuff like that, stuff that we've been putting off that we need to get done. It's a gorgeous looking campground, so I'm very happy with that. We might end up staying another night, not too sure. We'll see how this night goes, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to have a couple beers, relax. We got fire. So we got a couple pieces on top that we could not cut with our new hatchet, just because they're very rooted and very wet. Other than that though, we got fire going. The hatchet makes a huge difference in being able to cut it small enough to light. So I'm super happy we got another one because the other one's gone. Other than that, it's starting to get dark, and we're just having a nice peaceful time out here. It's starting to get dark out. Still don't have a proper ring light, which sucks, but we can get the little bit of light we got, and we're just hanging out right now. I'm actually writing in my journal about my day. Some of the stuff goes on the blog, so make sure you check that out. Yeah, just relaxing, having a beer, listening to that bird. Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Day 2. So we ended up deciding to stay here another night because it's very pretty, very secluded. Plus yesterday was Saturday, so it's going to be busier, so tonight's going to be even more quiet, which I'm looking forward to a lot. We left our tent set up, our hammock, and we got the bike. We went on a little ride today. My knees are kind of hurting, so just a nice little joyride. Tried to go fishing, try to get some fishing content, and I need to fix the reel. So decided to come back here, relax for the evening, fix the fishing rod. But my woman, Roxy, used to live in Cold Lake a long time ago. And when I was coming up here, she said, you have to go to Clark's Eatery. She's like, it's absolutely delicious. Get the fish and chips, she said. So I was like, okay, well, like, I love fish and chips. So went and got the fish and chips. We're gonna try it out, and it looks delicious. See you guys. Look at how good that looks. I'm very excited to try it out, as I love fish. So I think this is gonna be really good. I'll give you guys the review after I'm done eating. Oh, we ended up taking a nap after those fish and chips. They were, that fish was so good, and the fries were very good too. But then, after waking up from our nap, we kind of decided we want to go on a little hike. This is what we're up to now. Now, you might be thinking, what are you wearing for shoes? Well, yep, that's what's happening. We're going to continue on this little hike and see where it takes us. much at the end of the hike here. Very beautiful, very quiet. I ran into 2 different groups of people, and I ran into the same group twice. So very, very quiet. But over here is the campsite again. So we're gonna go head back to camp. There is a bigger loop you can do, which we might do this evening. Unsure, we're gonna see how my knees are feeling in a little bit here. And we will go from there. But, isn't it? It's gorgeous out here. Love it. So we went out for a great little hike again, and we took some amazing sunset pictures. We're gonna be heading home in the morning. We got a couple different guys we might be meeting up with tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. A couple buddies I haven't seen, another guy that might ride out and meet with us, so this is gonna be great. And you guys have a great night. Well, and that's a wrap for this place for a month. We're gonna be coming back here in about a month. Me and Roxy are gonna be doing, I think it's a week or 2-week trip to a bunch of different campsites. We're gonna be bringing the kayaks and whatnot, maybe a bike, we're not too sure yet. But for right here, we're done. We are heading out, we're heading back home. We got about a 3.5 hour ride to get home. But we're just gonna take our time, try a couple different roads, see what the scenery is like, and just have a good ride. As you can see, everything is packed up. It's all on the bike. We're ready to hit the road. Well, bye sight. It's nice hanging out with you for 2 days. Still such a gorgeous area. I think one of the nicer sites I've stayed at in the last little bit. There's quite a bit of sights here too, which is very nice. And throughout the week, I was talking to a lady at the front desk. She says throughout the week, it's very quiet. So if you're into that and you can take some time off, or you work from home or whatever you can do, I'd recommend coming out here for sure. I think all in all, for this campsite, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. From the hiking trails, from the sites being fully covered in, you can hike to go fish. There's a lot of boats because people can just go to the dock and throw their boats on the dock. I'm gonna make sure I go the right way. They help deliver my wood because I'm on the bike, so that was very nice of them. And it's just a very gorgeous, pretty area. Apparently when it does rain, the road in can get pretty slick, so on a bike it can be questionable. The one guy said if it rains really hard and you're here, you're probably staying another night, depending on your tires and everything. But wow, this was a beautiful place, so green and filled in. It's gonna be another gorgeous day out, super warm. I think it's supposed to get to 24 Celsius, which is just like sweating when you're moving at the slow paces with a full face helmet. I'd definitely be interested in getting an adventure touring bike for doing more of the backcountry, the gravel roads, that kind of camping. I think that'd be really cool. It's roads like these you just dream of riding. Perfectly smooth pavement, nice clean sweeping turns, no traffic. Cold Lake, you surprised me. A very beautiful place. Woo! Well, let me catch my breath for a sec. Holy shit. So we just had a quick little pit stop at Towfield. We met up with the Flash. If you remember from earlier, he was leading the group at the start of this trip. He rode out to meet up. Last 50 clicks, 30 minutes. We're gonna be riding together. We were gonna take a longer route, but my knees kind of acting up, not having the highway pegs anymore really takes a toll on my legs on the longer traveling. I'm tenting for 2 days, so we're gonna get that fixed when we get back. I think we're just gonna try throwing on some of the other spare ones I got with the black, I think they're Venom pegs. So we're gonna try that mixture just until I order a new set or figure out what I kind of want to do. Because all I really need is just something to put my feet on, to stretch the legs out and take the weight off. This has been a pretty awesome trip so far though. Cold Lake was absolutely gorgeous. There's not much else I can say about it. It was just very nice. We're definitely going to be going back there, as I said earlier. Hopefully going to be going there on the bike again. I want to do some more exploring around there. There's apparently a lot of different but beautiful campsites and roads as well. So a couple things about this trip, good and bad. So the bad, the highway pegs. Other than that, for bad, I can't actually think of anything else. We started off great, riding out with a couple buddies who let us out, so we got to spend some time, ride as a group, which is always a blast. And then I got to do my solo stuff where I just kind of go where I want. We had an amazing campsite, ended up staying a second night because we liked it so much. And the second night was so quiet, there was nobody there. I couldn't believe it. It was like the whole place to yourself. It was really nice. The roads have been great. We've taken some different roads that I've never taken before. Some of them have been fantastic. We had some delicious fish and chips. I would recommend if you're in Cold Lake, you stop by there and get some. They were so good. And all in all, most of the gear held up nicely. But thanks so much for watching. If you could, hit that like and subscribe button. It means a lot. You can check us out on our Instagram at Lazar in the Open Road. With all that being said, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the open road.